Bubba, the match has already been made. I'm sorry you'll have to wait for 3 weeks to do that. I want a match right now!
Pro Wrestling Express on the air again, ladies and gentlemen, coming at you with another fun-filled, exciting program. We'll be right back after these messages.
Pro Wrestling Express, Western Pennsylvania's biggest, best, and most exciting wrestling promotion, returns to the Pittsburgh area every 3 weeks with bone-jarring, back-breaking, in-your-face action. Call 673-2811 for information. Find out what the WWF already knows. Wrestling in Pittsburgh means PWX 673-2811.
A big TV title match, ladies and gentlemen. There's the challenger, the Eliminator, Barry Ray. He's a crafty ring veteran, and now he's finally going to get his chance at long coveted shot at the PWX TV title.
This has got to be the biggest match of his career. Let's see how he does.
Oh, Angel likes what she sees when Sean Evans makes his way to the ring. A match for the TV title.
Well, he's a fighting champion now. He's putting that belt on the line, and this is for all the marbles.
Tell you gotta respect that. He comes to the ring with the Leviathan. Bubba the Bulldog, the little runt, conspicuous in his absence, CK.
He's probably a little flustered after that last interview.
Boy, I'll tell you what, you could see his blood pressure climb.
There we go. He's holding up the belt. That's going to be on the line here tonight.
98.5% pure sterling silver, 24 karat gold, about $25,000 worth of precious metal right there on the line tonight.
Barry Ray and Sean Evans, they pretty much match up almost evenly as far as their strength and size is concerned. We'll see how they do.
Boy, I'll tell you, this is a coveted title. When you hold the TV title, that means that you are a fighter. That means that you will take on all comers at all times, and it is probably the second most coveted title in all of wrestling. It is outstripped only by the heavyweight championship belt.
We got a lot of great wrestlers here in the PWX, and a lot of them, a lot of varied skills and sizes, but only 2 have belts.
Oh, Ray tries to end things immediately. Only about 3 seconds into the match. Now he's got him over the double chicken wing, and he's moved him all up over onto his shoulders, and he gets a 2 count.
Great move. He went right for the pinning combination. He was going to try to catch him by surprise.
Well, I'll tell you, the Eliminator's been waiting a long time for this title match, and he certainly wasn't going to wait any longer before he tried to roll him up and take advantage of the title.
Beautiful small package. I'll tell you what, Barry Ray is just trying to end this thing like right now.
Boy, I'll tell you, shocker, Sean Evans' attention seemed to be aimed at guest ring announcer Angel, and he just had very little respect for Barry Ray, and Barry Ray's trying to take full advantage of this opportunity.
Barry Ray, I think he's tried the pinning combinations, and they've all been executed perfectly, but right now I don't think Sean Evans is worn down enough to actually get the pin.
Ray's a very good mat wrestler. He's not the biggest guy in the world, not the strongest guy in the world. He's certainly not the quickest guy in the world. but he puts all those things together. He works very hard in practice, and now he's earned himself a shot at this TV title.
Well, he doesn't draw a lot of attention to himself. It's just simply Barry Ray, Barry the Eliminator Ray. There's no gimmick with that, and he just has been stacking up the wins. Now he gets a title match.
Well, now Evans seems to have turned things around a little bit. Ray looked like he fell for the oldest trick in the book there. He went to shake hands, and suddenly things gone Evans' way, but Evans is,
Nice arm drag.
ran into the corner and found himself in there all alone. And now Barry Ray's going to go to work on that left shoulder of the champion. He gets him down like that, and again, Evans not being the biggest wrestler in PWX, if he takes him down onto the mat like that does Barry Ray, he takes away Evans' high-flying ability. Evans does not want to wrestle down there on the mat. He wants to be up, he wants to be moving around, he wants to take advantage of his quickness, use the ropes to his benefit, get Ray into the corners. Now here comes a neck breaker.
Nice neck breaker.
Executed flawlessly by the champion. Barry Ray is stunned in the middle of the ring. The champion went for the pin there. He was able to get a 2 count without really putting a lot of effort into his pin. Ray refusing to give up. He knows these chances come very few times during a wrestler's lifetime, and he's trying to take full advantage. Now he's got Evans up and brings him down hard, refusing to let go of that wrist.
And he's back down on top of the arm. He's got the arm bar down on the mat, and he is wrenching back on it.
Putting pressure on that wrist. He's also applying pressure to the shoulder. That's a very painful move, as you well know, CK.
Yeah, I've been underneath those many times. There we go, he's reversed it.
There, Evans proving again that members of the Dog Pound aren't the brightest people in the way. He went for a shoulder tackle, but he used the shoulder that Barry Ray's been working on. And when he tried to stand up there with that shoulder tackle, the shoulder tackle gave out, and Evans found himself flat on his back. Now, though, Ray finds himself outside, and the big man putting the business to him.
Barry Ray is no match for Leviathan. That is just a mismatch
Oh,
out
look
there.
at Leviathan. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just helping him back into the ring.
Barry Ray
And
back
Evans
outside
throws
now.
him right back out. Well, these two guys are playing monkey in the middle with Barry Ray's body. This is quite a beating Barry Ray's got, but that's why you join these alliances. That's why you join a stable of wrestlers like the Dog Pound, so that you're never out there by yourself. You've always got someone in your corner. Now Ray tries to catch Shocker coming back in with a shoulder tackle, but Shocker had none of that, and he's got Ray strung out across that top rope. There's another shoulder block, this time executed a little better by Ray. Up in, tries to get him in a small package, finally rolls him over and gets the 2 count.
Nice reversal.
Reversed that right back into the small package. That was an interesting find. How do you do there? What did CK?
I'll say, you know what? It looks like Sean Evans has pretty much underestimated Barry Ray. Barry Ray's come out here and he's been very fundamentally sound. He's had a game plan and he's stuck to it.
He came out, he went for the pin early. He's going for the pin every chance he gets. There's the blatant thumb to the eye, not even an attempt to hide it. Just stuck that thumb right into his eye. Gets him up, and there's a huge jab slap that you can hear clear across the valley. Irish whip into the corner. Barry Ray catches him with a spinning donkey kick. Now he's on him. He's got the leg hook for a 2 count, and the champion barely able to kick out and hold on to his belt for a little longer.
Nice monkey roll.
Tried to hook the leg. Evans had none of it. Evans still has a very good cardiovascular conditioning. Ray hasn't really inflicted enough punishment on him to keep the champion from being able to kick out of some of these pin moves. But I'll tell you, any member of the Bulldogs, especially the champion Evans, not afraid to break the rules a little bit. I'll tell you what, though, CK, this referee, Scott Penna, he's just a little fella in there. These guys don't really have a whole lot of respect for him. He lets them bend the rules almost to the point where they break. And now, speaking of breaking, that's almost what Sean Evans did to his shoulder there. As he went for the big shoulder block in the corner, Ray moved and he hit the turnbuckle. Hit the post holding the turnbuckle.
Look at this, standing reverse crossface. I haven't seen this since Bobby Backlund was in the ring.
Very good move, but Evans able to try to get to the rope and break it. And he's able, the champion, able to reverse the hold and get the pin.
Winner of the match and still PWX.
Boy, I'll tell you, he's going to keep his belt, but what a match.
That was a great match. Barry Ray did real well. He's got a lot to be proud of.
Champ, congratulations on a hard-fought victory. Looked like you may have taken the Eliminator, Barry Ray, a little lightly there.
Barry Ray was no challenge to me. Barry Ray, look at him. He's going back to the locker room. I had him the whole match. Fair and square, stockpiling all the way.
A fighting champion, ladies and gentlemen. Shocker.
You call me a whale one more time, I'll slap you in the face.
A Leviathan is a whale. It's a whale. It's a sea monster. It's certainly not something I'd want to be called.
PWX wrestling fans, I got a question for everybody out there in TV land. Who's the only man to ever hold all the gold in PWX? There's only one, and the answer to that question is Vince Big Time Catback. Vince, you're here tonight. How's it going?
I'm pretty good, Buff. Let's go. You're right, I held every title that the PWX has to offer, but let's go back in the annals.
Way back
in the annals of PWX history and look at some of those title reigns. I was the tag team champion, never lost the belt in the ring. I was the PWX heavyweight champion. I left that championship, never lost that in the ring. Took some time off, I quit training, I quit lifting, I quit eating, I quit tanning, I cut my hair because I figured back in when I was on top, there was no competition. And then after that, I came back to the PWX on a pot shot. Took on my first match back, took on Golden Boy Dennis Gregory for the television title. And what happened?
You took the gold.
I took the gold around my waist, not even 100% condition. Couple months later, got into the Berg Brawl. 23, 24, 25 other wrestlers, everybody that was in the PWX was in the Berg Brawl. Took every one of them, threw them over the top rope, came out, and now I get another shot. It's cycling around. I get another shot at the PWX Heavyweight Championship. I'm still not in complete shape. I'm not 100%. I'm still not tanning. My hair's still not grown all the way back in a ponytail.
It's getting there.
It's getting there. But Quinn Magnum, I'm going to do what I got to do to take that belt. And whenever this match comes up, a couple weeks or so, I'm taking the belt. You know, we'll see how things go.
Look for Vince Big Time Catback to take the gold a second time. The heavyweight championship could be coming home where it never should have left. See you in 2 weeks.
Don, Cindy, it's not good news. Billy's brain has been severely damaged.
I just called 911. Let the paramedics handle it.
I think I heard something crack.
Your mother was always so healthy. She was just in the hospital for a checkup.
Dad, I really think that you need to talk to an attorney.
Protect your loved ones. Protect yourself. Call us at Prabanic and Prabanic.
All right, Pittsburgh, it's the Road to WrestleMania tour, and it stops in the Igloo, the Pittsburgh Civic Arena, Friday night, March 20th. Man, what a card it is. Stone Cold Steve Austin takes on Triple H, who will have China in his corner. In addition to that, Owen Hart defends the European title against Goldust. Ken Shamrock and The Rock battle it out for the Intercontinental title. Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie challenge the New Age Outlaws for the tag team titles, and so much more. It all happens at the Igloo, Friday night, March 20th.
Stop in at the Gun Rack to see our wide selection of new and used handguns and rifles at reasonable prices. The Gun Rack has reloading supplies, military relics, edged weapons, as well as antique and modern collectibles, plus a great assortment of accessories. We also specialize in gun repair and rebluing. Located on Route 136 between Route 51 and West Newton, Pennsylvania. Call 412-872-7774. That's 872-7774.
Here's the deal. Commercial advertisements are supposed to sell you something. The more annoying the ad, the more likely you are to watch it. Lately, it seems companies have come up with a truly annoying gimmick to sell you their product. Highly stylized commercials using an obscure character just wandering around, spouting off the incredible value of their product. And the camera keeps shaking around, giving odd angles, extreme close-ups, generally making you nauseous. Bottom line, why pay big bucks to a big name to memorize a bunch of lines when you can cut the budget by using one camera, a cheap actor, and a pair of scissors?
Hey, wrestling fans, action returns to the PWX WrestlePlex Friday the 13th, March 13th. Featuring 9 matches include Gator taking on Leviathan and our Battle of the Giants. Also on that card, a match of Retribution as the Usual Suspects try to reclaim their tag team gold from these two gentlemen, the Wrong Crowd. Guys, what do you think about your upcoming match, March 13th?
Friday the 13th, Part 2. Usual Suspects, it wasn't too lucky for you the first time. What in the world makes you think it's going to be lucky for you again? I don't care what that referee says, we still got the belts, and that's all that counts, right, Brian?
So, everybody thinks somebody finally shut up the Wrong Crowd. What the Usual Suspects seem to have forgotten was that #1 rule of being the challengers. The champions don't have to beat you. You have to beat the champions. So whether disqualification, count out, we don't care, as long as we leave the building with the belts.
That's right. We'll give up these belts when you pry them from our cold, dead hands.
Hey, this will be interesting, CK. You got that pile of discarded nachos right in the middle of the ring. I know when there's food on the floor at home, our dog bends down and laps it up. What do you think Bubba's going to do?
He'll have to get around and sniff around for a little while, and then he'll probably get it all up.
All right, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Leviathan. He is a big man. He doesn't like to be called the Whale. He likes to be called the Leviathan, the beast from the deep. Yeah, between you and me, CK, I think Whale will do.
Yeah, that works for me. It's a lot easier to say.
The Leviathan versus Man Mountain Chris. Leviathan going right after him.
Here's a question. How do you put a move on a man the size of Leviathan?
I'll tell you, you got to get him down. If you leave him up on his feet like that, talk about incredible leverage. That's 7 feet, 350 pounds staring at you.
That's insane. 7 feet tall to have a human being looking down at you, 7 feet high.
Your only chance is to do what the Man Mountain just did there, get him on the ground. Now you take his pins out from under him, all of a sudden he's not 7 feet tall anymore, he's about 18 inches high.
And Country Boy Chris coming down using all of that weight advantage, coming down in the vulnerable region of the Leviathan.
Took him right down there with the old nutcracker sweep, we like to call that.
And look at this, Bubba's getting his guy out of there. He knows he's in trouble. He's stopping the count, and Leviathan's kind of trying to get wind back in his sails.
That's a good move by the Bulldog to try to distract that referee. Man Mountain Chris, can he finally break this terrible slump? He certainly got the crowd behind him. You know from Leviathan's history, he does not like crowd noise.
No, he really does get distracted very easily.
Up and down he comes, a huge atomic drop.
Country Boy Chris has got to keep it on. He's doing real well. He's actually using his size and negating the height advantage of the Leviathan.
He's taking the Leviathan out. Usually when you wrestle, especially a big man, you take one part of the body and concentrate on it. He's chosen to take the smallest part of the Leviathan's body and concentrate on taking that out. Bubba tried to tag. Oh, man, that just shows you that he's truly a runt, even in his brain capacity. This ain't a tag team match, CK.
Yeah, he wants to go attack Country Boy Chris now. Look, Country Boy Chris, this has probably been his problem here lately. He's got to keep on the pressure with Leviathan.
But you know, a dog's related to a fox. Maybe Bubba's crazy like a fox, because by distracting the referee and distracting Man Mountain Chris, he's given the Leviathan a chance to catch his breath, and the big man responds with the huge clothesline.
And Country Boy Chris is down.
That was a giant leg drop. Leviathan could have had the tag there. He chose not to. He wants to inflict more punishment.
He picked him up. Very, very unwise move. He should not have done that.
Boy, the Leviathan, when he puts that 7 feet worth of leverage, he's just devastating. Big Bavarian boot to the face.
He is in control now. Picked him up again.
Pick him up again.
That's what you call amplifying a mistake. He shouldn't be doing that.
Boy, I'll tell you, he's just whipping the Man Mountain, going from pillar to post, one side of the ring to the other, off the turnbuckle, off the rope. Now he's going to hit him with a standing Bavarian boot to the face.
Nice boot. That was, it's hard to get the feet up there, but I guess when you're 7 feet tall, you got an advantage.
Boy, I'll tell you, Bubba has the Leviathan ready to send a message to some of the other big men in the PWX here tonight. Leviathan, tired of the crowd hollering at him. Tired of the fact that he's the only member of the Dog Pound never to have worn a champion's belt. And now showing the rest of the PWX, this may be his time.
I'll tell you what, that's exactly right. He's moving out of the shadow of being Bubba's bodyguard, and he's trying to tell everyone he is a bona fide contender out there.
He is for real. He is ready for his shot at the big time. Although now, that's 4 times he could have had a pin. Now he's finally going to throw it against the referee. He's not going to get the pin. Gets himself disqualified, but he's not done on the Man Mountain.
Got himself disqualified. I'll tell you what, that was probably the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen. He was in complete control. He turns around and just decks the referee.
Look at that, and I'll tell you what, the championship committee is not going to look kindly upon a disqualification. That's not going to move him up in the rankings.
Here we go.
Here comes the Country Boys All Tag Team, part of the one-man party, the Gator. Doesn't want any parts of that.
Bubba does not want to mess with Gator, neither does Leviathan.
PWX Wrestling fans, Friday night, March 13th. It's Friday the 13th, part 2. You've seen it before, you're going to see it again. Another match you're going to see again is for the PWX Tag Team titles. The Wrong Crowd defending against the Usual Suspects. Denny, JB, I hear you got screwed.
No heart? No heart? We're all heart, Mother Hubbard. We won those belts on Friday the 13th, and now we don't have the belts. So we got to come back on another Friday the 13th and try to win them again.
You know what? I'm real sick of the authority, if you want to call it that, here in PWX. Sean Patrick, funny, the last name's Patrick. Well, just like the Wrong Crowd, your luck's beginning to run out, pal.
Paul Ellis and Brian Anthony, you know. We got what it takes to take what you got. We proved it to the 500 plus who were here last time, and we're gonna prove it to the 600 plus who are here this time. Friday the 13th, part 2. We get our revenge.
Get your tickets now, 673-2811.
Heavyweight pizza, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Oh,
great.
It's wonderful.
Great.
It's awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
JB, what's your favorite part here?
Dude, I'm telling you, man, this is a heavyweight pizza, but to me, the main event are the wings.
The wings.
Yeah.
Figures, you little high flyer.
Oh, all right.
I gotta go with the Mama's Pizza Pie myself.
Yeah, you know
You
what?
like that?
They got a large special going on. Large pepperoni pizza, $5.99 every day delivered.
Oh,
you can't beat it.
You can't beat that.
Woo!
Gregory, JB Destiny, to all the guys down at the Allegheny County Jail.
Great hip toss.
Would those be the guards or the inmates?
I'll tell you what, I'm busy watching JB's back. I'm sorry, I heard the question. Now let me get to you. I'll tell you what, the Usual Suspects, we know a lot of people down at the jail, believe me.
Well, I believe you, but I'm probably willing to bet that the Wrong Crowd knows a few more of the inmates than you guys do.
You got a point, but I ain't going to say who I know. You got to keep that ace in the hole.
Oh, there you go. Always keeping something up his sleeve, ladies and gentlemen. That's one half of the Usual Suspects, Dennis Gregory.
I'll tell you what, although this right now, they're involved in a pretty hot and heavy tag team feud, you got 2 great singles wrestlers in there as well. Paul Ellis has been around a long time, and JB Destiny, although he's been mainly in tag team matches the last couple of years, he's taken on some monsters in the singles ranks. He has a win over Tarantula, he's got a win over Leviathan, and he took it to Shane Douglas and Samu. So he's in there as a singles wrestler and also as a tag.
Boy, I'll tell you, some high-impact moves going on from both wrestlers right now.
Devastating clothesline right there. Devastating.
There's Angel making a mistake. Now, if he had a little bit more experience, he would know you don't distract the referee when your man has the advantage.
Jimmy Angel's had a tough time these last couple of weeks. He lost to Tarantula. He lost to Gator about 4 weeks ago. I tell you what, he needs to pay attention to the lessons that they try to teach him in the wrong crowd.
And I'll tell you, there's a high-impact, high-flying, beautifully executed elbow from Paul Atlas. When he jumped off that top rope, he was about 15 feet in the air and came right down across the sternum of JB Destiny.
You know, I'm beginning to see some dissension already. Speaking of weaknesses, this wrong crowd, they got to get it together. They got their guys in the way at the wrong time.
I tell you, I saw the way Atlas looked at Angel when Angel distracted the referee and cost him the pinfall there, and it was not the kind of a look that you would normally see one partner give to another.
Well, what you do, you got a group that's entirely motivated by their ego and looking good, and lately Jimmy Angel has not been helping the wrong crowd look good. So I think that's starting to build up a little bit, and I don't think Paul Atlas likes it.
Atlas throws the smaller man out of the ring over the top rope, and now Angel's got him out there, and he's giving your partner the business, Golden Boy.
Well, you know, that's the beauty of the wrong crowd. I'll give them credit for this. They're smart enough to book each other as each other's managers. On the other hand, I'm only out here to talk. How fair is that?
You are not listed officially as a manager, therefore you are not allowed near the squared circle?
That's the story, long and short of it. I got to sit here and watch and wait my turn, but hey.
Something tells me when that turn comes, you're not going to be long in taking advantage of it.
Like my name, I never miss a golden opportunity.
Now there's a beautifully executed side suplex, and Atlas got JB Destiny down, but he only managed to get a 2 count.
Paul Atlas and Brian Anthony, they're both good at that. They work the suplexes real well. They use the momentum in the lower center of gravity to take advantage of their opponents. Now, big reversal by JB Destiny.
Roll him up and over, but he takes a hard, devastating clothesline for his effort.
You know, the wrong crowd's been keeping our attention long enough. And the best thing about it, you know, I got to give him some credit here, if I don't mind. Between Paul, Brian, JB, and myself, we're all students of the sport. And, I mean, you know, these people are getting their money's worth out here.
Big belly to belly.
Belly to belly there, gets him down for a 2 count, but he pulls him up himself. He did not go for the pinfall there. He pulled him up by a handful of hair, and something tells me a move like that could come back to haunt him later. Destiny off the rope, ducks under the clothesline, and catches him with the flying body press, rolls him up, catches the leg, and gets a 2 count. Boy, that referee was right in position there, did a fine job getting down and getting up to the 2 count.
Big spinning kick.
Spinning doggy kick catches the champion right across the kisser. Destiny now, you can just see the determination in his eyes.
This is where he makes the difference.
Up and over he goes, but he looked like his foot slipped. Only able to get to it. JB Destiny hurt himself. His foot slipped off that top rope and he hurt himself.
See if Paul Atlas now able to capitalize on that one.
Clearly, JB Destiny is in trouble after trying a high-risk, high-flying maneuver and having it backfire. There's a beautifully executed snap suplex. Atlas has him up, and he looks like he's going to go for...
That's a sharpshooter there, but again, there's no quitting JB. He can fly high and come down hard. There's no quitting this man.
And there's Angel distracting the referee at the wrong time again. Atlas had the sharpshooter on him. That's a submission hold. He was working at that. Destiny now comes over, rolls him up into the small package, and grabs him for the 3 count.
Mutiny! Mutiny in the wrong crowd.
Angel distracted the referee and caused his partner to lose that match. And Paul Atlas is beside himself.
Paul Atlas is throwing a temper tantrum.
He cannot believe that when the referee was out of position during his attempt at a pinfall, that very same referee was in perfect position for JB Destiny's pin.
Kenny, I'm not sure if JB's okay. He might have gotten injured. You might need to go check on him.
And now it's time for the Golden Boy to go over there and make sure that his partner's all right.
I need
JB, very impressive, hard-fought victory. You did a fantastic job of keeping your head about you and waiting for the opportunity, and when it presented itself, you were right there.
Hey, we're about the only people who can fall into the wrong crowd and come out winners. We swept them in the singles. Now it's time to get our belts.
Trifecta, baby. We got you. Put them on the line. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The #1 contenders for the tag team belts, the Usual Suspects.